Hello, everybody. Tonight you're watching Mom's Talking Shit podcast, and we're talking the latest episode of Teen Mom OG Reunion Part 1 and Part 2. We're going to get right into the juicy part, which was Maci and Taylor, because Taylor was given the truth, what we've all been dying to say. Every season we watch, we don't think that Ryan can get any dumber, and every season he proves us wrong.
Taylor's my hero. He is my new hero. He was about to fight Larry's old ass on the couch over Bentley and over them calling Maci a bitch.
Petty bitch.
Don't call my girl. Don't call my woman a bitch. You know he knows she bends over backwards. Backwards for them, which he was going in. Oh my goodness. He was like, I'm sick and tired of Ryan picking on him every season. He was like, you guys, he said Ryan has never been there for him, and you guys put that on Bentley. He said a lot of bombshells. He said Bentley is a child. Stop guilt tripping him. And I was just like, I saw a heart. I was like, yes.
Hearts.
I did. And what was funny was he told him to tell your son to come sit on the couch next year instead of running his big fat mouth.
Which he did again after this. The reunion wrapped up and he runs right over to a magazine trying to get his crack money, allegedly. Getting that $50 for a phone interview. Talking again about Maci.
Calling him a clown and stuff, right? Or a punk.
Basically saying that he's got dirt on Maci that could have Bentley move into their house, but he doesn't want to up and ruin Bentley's world, which is all bullshit. We all know it. You know it. I know it. It's true.
You know what I gotta say?
What?
You should have had your fat ass on the couch, and then maybe you could have something to say. But you don't. So bye, clown.
Just keep your mouth
shut.
Bye,
clown.
He needed that money, Stacey. He got fired.
On his day off.
On his day off. All right. So while Taylor's talking,
but I was mind blown. Yeah, I was mind blown by, the comment that Jen didn't know all the things that Ryan said about. They don't watch the season.
Well, first you have to pan out, and after Taylor's done talking about all this stuff, we notice that Mimi, Jen, and Ryan's dad are sitting right across the couch next to them, and they are not happy about the things that Ryan has to say, and they're still completely denying everything that Maci and Taylor are saying. They know what they say because they all sit around in a circle and talk about Maci together. So don't act like you're stupid. We know it. It's on camera.
And then he goes, no wonder we think he's manipulated with that mouth. That's how he talks. Come on, man. He's pissed off. He's pissed off for Bentley. And you know what? She got a good man.
The quote of the day was when the dad said, where were you at for the first 3 years? Not in
with
Maci
her
or Bentley's life, because I'm not that baby's daddy. I just had to scoop in and become that baby's daddy because the baby daddy wanted to be a baby daddy, deadbeat baby daddy.
When he said that comment, I was like, huh?
Duh.
The fuck you mean? I was busy living my life. I didn't have no kids, not like your deadbeat ass son. But
right.
Whatever.
So basically, they kept trying to clap back, and it just was not a successful clap back.
Where Jen had the nerve to put her lips together and say that she thinks it's because Taylor is jealous of Ryan.
Of what? Of how many times he gets to get out of jail?
I thought you were going to tell me. I was like, damn, but you going to tell me? Because I'm trying to figure this shit out. Are you jealous of how many times that he never shows up? He's broke, probably. He looks like a bum. I mean, what? Is she
looks like
blind?
He's 50 years old.
Is she blind?
Definitely.
The comparison of the men are none. Jen, honey, I know you love your son, but you should love him a little less and let him get his shit together.
And I think that everybody agrees.
I'm going to put that there.
Everybody agrees that you can still continue to love your son and not turn your back on your son. But it doesn't mean you have to enable him to find out where he's going to get his next fix. So let's just let it go. You're buying him houses.
They're going to have to get real jobs
letting them stay in your houses. Well, Mackenzie's out there. She's living her new fitness life. Her new journey.
What, like a Suzanne Summers thing? Like,
shakes.
The thighs.
She's going to sell some shakes.
Oh. I don't want none of her shakes.
I don't know. Well, she's got to have some way to make money.
I don't want no shakes.
Okay.
I don't want no shakes. Okay. Moving on. I just hope that Bentley, gets what he needs.
All right. So what do you think about their new shirts that they have out? So Macy was quick to turn out and put Petty Bitch.
I loved it.
I love that one, but then
I
she
want
went
one.
out and put Team Mace or Team Taylor and then Team Bentley, which is kind of twisted because the Grace report pointed out, could you imagine some strangers walking around with Team Bentley and then Bentley doesn't know them and they see that shirt and how awkward and not a good look.
Isn't that weird?
She should have stuck with Petty Bitch and I would have totally bought one too.
Is it still available?
I don't know. I don't know if it's sold out yet or not.
I like that. I thought that was a bold move. Okay.
It was a good job.
All
okay.
Right.
Moving next on to Cheyenne. I want to go on a happy note because they were giving her a hard time about why aren't you married? Well, you know what? Doesn't matter because our boy Zach pulled out a beautiful engagement party and popped the question to Cheyenne with a big neon sign in the back. It was always you, and gave little Ryder a matching ring that matched Cheyenne's ring.
Oh my God, that was goals.
Beautiful.
Now he started something now. Now everybody's going to expect their kid to get a matching diamond ring.
It was worth the wait.
Right.
The whole 10 years that he waited for to get
He's waited for that booty for 10 years.
Right. Well, you know what? His engagement was worth the wait as well. He pulled it off. It was beautiful. I can't wait to see them flourish because I see nothing but beautiful things ahead for them.
I agree. What about Corey, though?
Corey, spoiler alert, we're going to go jump over to the challenge. He was a beast and he came into second place.
Got that 50 G's.
50 G's. And since he's the second place winner, I think he's going to go on to the next challenge to be able to try to win more money for his family because they're not doing as many scenes, I don't believe, with his family on Teen Mom anymore. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be his money-making ways. And I'm here for it because the challenge is exciting and
Make
fun.
that money. Make that money. Okay. Yes, we love it.
Love it.
Ty and Kate.
Okay, Kate and Tyler come busting up on the stage with some magnificent news that they're pregnant with their last and final baby. And we all know it's a baby girl.
Okay, so, what's up with his face? Why is it so full? He had on his turtleneck, and his neck looked thick. And his face, he was like, what's up with the face getting full?
I thought that he was just living his life unless he's
getting
face fillers. Do you think Tyler would get face fillers?
He's trying to look more manly. I'm waiting for her to microblade his eyebrows.
That's what
right?
I'm saying. He's probably worried about his appearance, and I could see him getting face fillers, but this is allegedly. I don't know. I didn't notice. I thought maybe it was just his age.
He's always been in the face to me. Like, he looked really thick. And they had a picture of a meme, like, comparing him to The Rock with his turtleneck on. And so that's why I was like, why is his face so... And it was. It was full.
That was his, like...
He got pregnancy weight, too, maybe.
80s or 90s picture. And I was just wondering if they had the matching fanny packs to go with it. Because I'm pretty sure when you zoom out in that picture, The Rock has a fanny pack on.
Yeah, he does. I bet Tyler probably has one.
He probably has one with spikes on it.
But they, I thought it was cute that they had mentioned that Nova FaceTimes Carly. Mm-hmm. And that Carly asked about Nova. Why isn't she with us? Right. And they had to have that discussion.
And I think that gave Kate some relief to finally be able to have that discussion with her. They're going to be able to see everything on it. And that's what it is with all of these kids. And I think that Kate and Tyler have really done, a good job being able to show the kids.
They've done the best they can, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they didn't come from, good things. And
they've come a long way.
Their parents trying to work it out. At least they're in therapy and stuff. That's what look, if you got messed up stuff from your past, get your ass in therapy and work it out. Like, if you're grown and have kids, work it out so your kids will be good,
And we can see it's been doing really well for Kate because she looks fantastic this season. She has goals. She's putting herself together every day. Not saying that everybody has to look like a moneymaker every day. But when you're on camera, try to make an effort a time or two. And before she was doing zero effort, and now she's just, looking refreshed and alive and not depressed. And that's a good thing to see.
Agreed.
I love the purple hair. Keep it up, Kate.
Cute.
Oh, right. So now we're going to go over to our favorite couple, Mackenzie and Josh.
What was up with him?
You know why?
What was his problem?
The whole conversation just seemed so awkward, and she was so uncomfortable because everything that they kept bringing up, she's like, why do you guys keep doing this? We don't want to talk about last season. They want to talk about this season.
Yeah.
And
so
they kept trying
to
talk about, correct. They brought him out, and they kept trying to talk about last season.
He was first okay, you know, when he was talking. He first was good. Like because it was general questions. Mm-hmm. And then when they started to delve into, well, how come...
With the cousin.
There cheating rumors, yeah. And she's like, come on, man, my family's going to hate me. I can't talk about this. Why are you doing this? What do you think about that?
I think they wanted to focus on this season instead of last season, and they didn't get that. They didn't get Josh on the hot seat in last season, and they wanted to bring up last issues with him on the hot seat this time. But the most important issue that I felt like they should have discussed this season was the trouble they had with their kids and their behavioral issues and the real trouble that they had that could be relatable. You know, we don't really care. That was so last season. Why do you need to bring it up?
I feel like when they talked to him on the reunion, like that ruined the whole thing. As soon as they started talking about that, his whole demeanor changed, his whole way changed. And she said that's not the real him. But only she knows that.
She did keep picking at him too, though, because she knew he didn't want to talk about it. And she's like, well, why don't you want to talk about it? And he's probably like, bitch, I told you I wasn't coming out on stage to talk about
Put me out there, ho.
Yeah, like, let it go.
You keep doing this. But yeah, I don't like them together anyways.
Yeah. Right. But, I mean, anyhow, that's all we've got to say about them.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean.
Not much more to elaborate, but.
Need to get her ass some common sense fucking classes. That's what they should be having on there. Next.
Agree.
All right.
Agree. I think that was all of the couples that we hit on tonight.
No, we did not.
Who did we miss?
We saved Amber.
Oh, it's your girl. All right. So
my girl. Don't even do that.
Mentioning how she's a good mother. And she doesn't care that she left Boo Boo on the side while she was chasing Dick all up the street for many years at a time and leaving her at months at a time. And that she's a good mom. And if Christina's going to try to take her place, then that's all Christina's fault and she has nothing to do with it. That's what I got out of this reunion.
Oh, with that too. And then how about the fact that she was falling asleep? No, she wasn't falling asleep, but she wasn't looking. Her eyes were looking like they were heavy as hell. And she was really relaxed.
Very relaxed on that stage.
Extra zany, extra Xanax. Okay, maybe. I'm just allegedly. I don't know. So.
We don't know why she couldn't keep her eyes open while she was talking about this season.
No, she was super heated, though. She was like, people need to know their place when it comes to my children. Okay? And she pushed, what'd she say?
She said Christina trying to take her place. And Dr. Drew said...
She's pushed out a lot. I'm sorry. She's pushed out a lot. Her hands are up. It's like your hands are up. You're fucking kids, but you fight forever. Come on. And you're mad at Christina for the bond that they have. If you wanted a bond with your daughter, bitch, nobody could get in the way. Let's be honest.
I agree. And
you're the birth mother. You want that bond. Nobody pushed you out. You pushed yourself out.
Agree. It's never something that Leah pushed her way until recently when she's a teenager, which we all know that the teenage years are hard as it is. And now we have a documentary of how you pushed her to the side these past 13 years or 11.
I know everybody's like, she had a bad childhood and everything. But like I said, a lot of people have, and sometimes they become great parents. Mm-hmm. But to sit there and say that you're the best parent when you could use some help, it's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drew didn't help when he was pacifying all her bullshit. Oh, poor Amber. Well, they bring out Christina. Okay, first of all, they show a clip of Gary and Christina and Leah. Christina calls herself the bonus mom. That's what set Amber off at first, right? And she's like praising Gary. Thanks a lot, Gary, but you know what? Your wife, she is horrible. She is a horrible person and blah, 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 right? She walks off the stage. I'm done before basically for us say something I shouldn't say. Bitch, you said everything you shouldn't say. She walks off the stage and
You already said it last week on live, everything you shouldn't say.
right.
So
And
go
then she
ahead.
has Christina and Gary on afterwards because she wasn't on the stage with all them together. I mean, I don't blame Christina for not wanting to be on there with her. I mean, I would have loved to see Christina cuss her out. But you know what? I think she's a lady and she don't do that. So she's not going to do petty bullshit. And I applaud that because I would have cussed her out. But what I didn't like was that she's sitting there on the stage, her and Gary, and Dr. Drew starts to tell her, you know, like basically give Amber's point of view. Okay, hold on a second. I can quote him. I quote him. Hold on.
Let me hear.
And I quote him. What did this a-hole say?
You can see how that would make Amber feel uncomfortable that you're like having a close
So he
relationship
said,
with her daughter.
how would you describe your bond with Leah? And she said, no different than my other two daughters. And he said, well, don't you see how that may threaten Amber? You know, like trying to see how, you know, where she's coming from. And it's like I said, if you wanted a bond with your daughter, bitch, nobody could get in the way. And stop trying to make Christina feel bad for being there. Stop trying to make Christina feel bad for Amber. Christina has done nothing but feel bad for Amber. And that's why she puts up with her all this time. Is that because she loves Leah?
And she came back with the best response ever. I too have a stepmother in my life. My daughter has a stepmother, and they have a great relationship.
I encourage it.
Because the more people who love her, the better.
Bam. She dropped the mic on that one. And she didn't have to be evil or call her names.
No, she didn't. She just said everything how it was, and that's all she really said.
And also, she's pissed off about the allegations for Gary.
Right. She didn't want to sit up on the couch with somebody who's trying to home wreck their family when she could have called her woman to woman and said something to her instead of go out on live for the whole world to see, including her daughter. Embarrass her daughter.
Oh, yeah. She don't think about that stuff.
And then here we are. So
she's not grateful. She's not humble. She's not sorry.
She's not learning.
Not this year anyway. So maybe 2022 is going to be a better year.
I mean,
but I relate with Leah. Let me tell you something. Poor Leah. I'm glad she has Christina. She's not getting any understanding yet.
And Gary.
And Gary,
I mean, Christina and Gary
but
together,
as a mom.
But the core, you know.
Both of them are good. I mean, as a
them.
mom. Sorry, yes.
Right.
Christina and Gary for Leah, she's lucky.
And little James, let's not forget about him. I know we don't see him on the season, but we also know one of the only times he gets to see his mother is at Gary and Christina's house.
Wow.
When they do the visits, because she needs to have them supervised.
Now that's going to be awkward as hell.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
with a horrible person and all. With a horrible person and all.
But it's just
coming to her house.
It's just a shame, just all of it, and everybody should get along. And they were doing so good.
Parenting
Amber
goals.
Lets her pride get in the way.
Parenting, no.
Every single time.
She fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
She should be kissing her feet. But that's just my opinion.
Right. Well, not all of us can be appreciative when people step in and help us with our life when we're grown adults.
Agreed. I guess.
Okay. So that was it for the season of Teen Mom OG. Looking forward to Teen Mom 2 coming in.
2.
Right? We should
again.
have.
But wait a minute. So the tea about that is what? They're trying to say Kale and Chris are back together?
Kale was out there throwing questions like, how do you get over a very messy public breakup and come back together and explain to the world that you're back together? And I guess she was talking about Chloe and Tristan, which, by the way, Tristan cheated on Chloe again. Allegedly. Somebody has come out and said that she was also, banging him 2 days or the week of little baby True's birthday party. How much are you going to put this family through, Tristan? You can't even keep it on the DL. You suck.
So that was what Kale was talking about. She wasn't putting it out there to see what people would think if she took Chris back.
I mean,
were they ever together, or was she always like a friends with benefits?
I think that it was always shown that they were friends with benefits, and he kind of
put her in the
DL.
Yeah, but not in public.
Yeah. So I don't really know.
I don't see them alive though. I I don't see him on live. He used to live on live.
Trying to get that attention.
Up in the basement or in the shed,
Shed.
as Grace likes to say, in his
Right.
grandmama's shed. Well, maybe he lives in Kale's house now.
I don't know, but she's building a new house. I don't think he's
Did she
living there
move
yet.
far away from him? Didn't she?
She moved back home.
It would make sense.
She moves a lot, but this new house, I don't think she's going to move again for a while. Hopefully, she's going to build it to her liking, and whatever man she finds wants to move into that house.
I guess.
I don't know.
Did you see the thing about Janelle?
Which part?
I seen it on a page where they had a duck.
I did.
Okay, there was a clip.
Baby chick.
It was a baby chick, and it was like a TikTok reel or something, right?
It was a live from David Eason, and
okay.
It was her husband with their daughter, Ensley, and they were around the baby chicks. And she said, "Don't kill this baby chick. Remember the last time you killed a baby chick?" And he said, "I didn't do that. I'll slap you right in the mouth." And it was alive, so people recorded it, caught it. It circulated, and damn, that sucks. He just is he should just stay off social media. He freaking sucks when it comes to social media.
He sucks anyway, but yeah, social
all
media
the time. But it's just
social media lets us know how bad he sucks.
That's what I'm trying to say. Just, you know what I mean?
The poor baby was like, "Yes, you did." And he was like, No, I didn't.
I know. Just like
no, I didn't, you little. I was like, damn, what else you gonna do to her, Daddy dearest?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so when I think of farm life, and I think of like accidentally killing a baby chick, and I could see.
Oh yeah.
No.
She said it. I think like he snapped her neck.
No. But why would he snap the neck? Do you know
why
what I mean?
Would he do all the other things he did? I don't know.
I don't know either. It's just,
I don't know how his brain ticks.
It doesn't.
I don't think he has one.
But then when he came back with the clap back on Alive, "I'm gonna slap you in the mouth." It's like, oh, you suck.
One, if people show you who they are, believe them. Okay.
True.
All right. We'll eventually hear the real story when they break up.
I agree with that. I know. And she'd be like, "Remember that one time in her
It'd be Teen Mom OGGG.
It'll be
like 80.
It'll be the police report, and she'd be like, "The one time he killed that baby chick," and she was denying it left and right.
And Ensley's like 30, and they're finally admitting it.
Oh, I hate it. I just feel bad for them.
I think she'll put up with it for a long time.
I think she will because she's lonely
and stable. She thinks it's stable. All right.
I agree. Whoa, let's talk about that though, because I've still been watching her YouTubes of her. What's it called, Janelle? Like when she left
her vlog.
The vlog or something like that. And I've been watching it. It's still really boring. She's still showing everything that kind of happened moving from one place to another. But the latest one that I got, I think it was episode 8 out of the whole thing, was that a reminder when she left David. Not only did she leave David, but she left Marissa. And she was saying how close she was with her, and that she like up and moved in the middle of the night and just left Marissa behind. And she was saying, I feel really bad. It's just something I got to do, but my heart breaks for Marissa. That's all.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that. That's really the only thing that I've gotten out of the vlog up to episode 8 at this point.
All right. Well, that's all we got, though.
Yep, that's it.
That's all it's seeing. Thanks for joining us tonight on Mom's Talking Shit podcast. Make sure that, if you are a cannabis consumer like me, you get yourself your Polar Blast that comes personalized, or you can use it as a cup if you don't have your license, your green card like me. All right. Use code Mom's Talking Shit at thepolarblast.com for 10% off. Thanks for joining us tonight. Good night.
Again, then I'll be so mad.
What?
If you do to me, then I'll be so mad. Come and find me if you want me.
Girl, you have lost your mind. What are you talking about?
Yesterday you killed a baby chick.
Why would you say that?
Because you did.
No, I did not. I'll smack you in the mouth.
Welcome to Mom's Talking Podcast. It's Stacy. It's Tony.